Hello, I am Elena, a passionate wildlife photographer and a true lover of the African bush. During numerous self-drive safaris, I explored Africa's breathtaking landscapes and its extraordinary wildlife. Now I'm excited to invite you to join me on my latest adventure through the stunning wilderness of Botswana and Zimbabwe. As I already mentioned in a previous episode, there was no water at the waterholes. No water in Kgalagadi, none in Mabuasehube, Monamodi or Guiding Pens. Even in Empire Pen, the water flow was weak and the quality poor. Dead birds were floating in the waterhole. Wildlife was sparse, it was extremely hot, and we started thinking about leaving Empire a day earlier. Originally we had booked 2 nights at Kgalagadi and 3 at Empire. At night we have visits from brown hyena and the Cape fox. And this is a back of a leopard. Here one of our wildlife trail cameras was set with the wrong date. The animals were coming to the campsite hoping to sip water from the bird basin, but it was almost empty. So we decided to repair the pipe leak. We didn't have the proper materials, but we tried anyway. So here is a broken pipe solution. The leak was right by the water tank. Still a bit thickening water, but much less as it was before. Then we worked on getting water flowing down to the waterhole. We cleared out the spoiled water and removed the dead birds. The water started to flow again, but it was hot, heated by the sun during the day. The lack of water for the animals was frustrating. We were disappointed with both the park authorities and our stay. And then, just as we had decided to leave the next morning, this happened. These majestic beauties, lions, came to our campsite. In moments like that, you remember why you endure the heat and the discomfort. All the inconveniences no longer matter, and all disappointment vanishes when your heart fills with joy and awe. That one moment of happiness outweighs days of frustration. The lions checked the campsite and headed straight to the waterhole. It was around 6 o'clock in the morning and the solar pump hadn't started yet.
No. It's not much.
There was no water there. The lions looked around and continued to the water tank. They knew exactly where to find water. We tried to get there before the lions by taking the other road. We made it, but unfortunately drove over a stone, lost traction and got badly stuck in the sand. The car tilted and I was too scared to open the window. The pump still wasn't working and the lions moved to the trees about 100 meters away. That was our chance to get the car out. The problem was the car was sitting on a stone. Thankfully, other travelers, definitely more experienced than us, came to help. We, two women, kept watch for lions, ready to raise alarm if they came within 50 meters. Then the pump finally started, releasing the clear elixir. Hundreds of doves flew to the spot where the water trickled from the leaking pipe. The lions were already on their way. We were still not ready. Our shovels were lying around. The lions moved fast. They were thirsty. 50 meters! Everyone in the car! Now! We screamed.
Very thirsty lions.
We kept track of one lioness. She drank for 8 minutes without stopping. We sat there, listening to the sounds of lions gulping water and birds calling. It felt like the world paused. Everything else faded away. Because this was the essence of life, a sip of water in the desert, and the presence of white lions drinking nearby.
I'm going to move out of the way, then you can try.
Later we came to collect water from the leaking pipe. The lions were likely still nearby, lying hidden in the grass. We were truly sharing water with lions. That afternoon they returned once more to drink, then headed towards Mabuasehube pen for their lion business. It was an unforgettable day, definitely worth waiting 4 days for lions. We emptied 5 jerrycans of fuel into our car and gave one to the people who had helped us to get out of the sand. Another challenge, our fuel gauge had stopped working after our first stop in Moremi. We had to calculate our fuel usage manually for the rest of our trip, always leaving room for error. The next day we were ready to leave Mabua, but before we left, I had to say goodbye to the resident jackal.
Oh, our campsite. And here is a jackal, like a pit. Here is a jackal. Jackal? Koekoek.
In the end, our stay turned out to be exceptional.
Probably he wants the doves.
I think I captured my most beautiful lion photos of the entire trip here. Mabua delivers.
I'm already about a meter away from this jackal, and he still allows me to come closer.
Watch my 2021 video about sharing a campsite with lions. It was the same Empire 1 campsite. This was our last destination. We were now on our way to Kgalagadi Rest Lodge near Kang. I think the road through Hukunsi is better than the one through Hakia. Kgalagadi Rest Lodge is a nice place to stay for more than one night. They have a small private concession and over game drives, which I didn't know. I heard you might even spot a cheetah there. After a night at Kgalagadi Rest, we returned to Maun, where we took a helicopter flight over the delta. The delta was very dry, but we still spotted some animals. Here is a giraffe. On the flight home to Europe, we could clearly see the Kwai concession from above. It looked like a map. I recognized the roads, the rivers, and the places where we met Seronga and the lions. And I was already homesick for it all.